Welcome back to What RT Nibs with General Disturbance. This is the sandbox testing and I'm loading into the FV304, the Burt, but the Burt won't have the new ammunition because it's a 4.5 inch gun, so therefore it's under 15 centimeters. It doesn't have the capability of carrying the new shells. So this game might be considered a bit of a waste, but you never know who you're up against. Well, in this game I'm up against the Fifi and the enemy team. There's a lot of bots. There's only a few real players. The 12-ton T-3485, Striv M4257, VK3601H, and of course their Fifi. Everyone else is a bot. Okay, well, the Burt short range, 4.5 inch gun, which means that I have to get appreciably closer to the enemy if I want to get shots on them. Now, I could go down the railway line, but I think actually I'm much better off hunting in this area to start with. I'm going to try and use the village area, I think. So, let's see what we can get. Are there any enemies on the way? We're looking for any sign of destruction. Any indication that they're on their way. Can't see any destruction at the moment. There must be some tanks going into the town. But, no, we just saw some destruction there. And over here. Yep, there we go. There's some more destruction. So, we know there are enemy in the vicinity. Yep, there's one. Okay, he's taking shots from there. Oh, been spotted. And since there's a Fifi in the game, he will try to counter battery me. So I've got no choice, I have to move. Can't sit around. He hasn't tried to get me yet. Okay. There's a T-3485 over here. He's a real player. Okay, he's out. That's a bot. KV1. Bot. Close, but no cigar, no moniker. Yeah, he's going to hide there. What have we got up here? Bot. Okay, live players. You might ask why I'm actually attacking real players rather than bots. Bots are a little easier to take down. Okay, there's a bot. Oh, he stopped. If he carried on, I think he would have walked into that shell. Okay. That's a real player, I think. No, it's not. It's a bot. Sorry. Okay, there's the real player. Thank you. Missed. I love the thing about the Burt is its fast reload speed. It's incredibly quick. He's umming and ahhing. Hasn't made up his mind where he wants to go yet. Got an MX 12-ton fairly close by. That's a real player. He's in range. Just maximum range. We'll fire one in that direction anyway. Okay, where were you? You're here. Okay, the Tog. If he's gonna back up, he's gone. Okay, we've got enemy inbound. Is that the 12-ton? No, it's not the 12-ton, but he was last seen in that vicinity. There he is. He's outside range. Okay, I'm gonna have to move. I think he's behind this building. No. Oh, he is there. He just knocked over the rubbish, or the wood. He's not going to survive very long, even up against bots. He's going to be in danger. Gotcha! Do my evil arty laugh. Yes. Oh, just saw a tracer from the enemy arty. There's only 3 of them left. We know we've got the Panzer III-4 on the bridge. I'm going to go inner lakeside. What have we got? We've got a Strib M4257 and their Fifi. If I can get the Panzer III... Oh! Not the one I wanted to see. He's going to die. Yep, that's a traditional French kiss right in the mouth. Well, British kiss. And there is the enemy Fifi. Oh, he's gone. Okay, which means there's only one left. It's the Panzer III-4. Okay, where are you? Okay, gonna try an arty shot on him. He's low. Thank you very much. And he's a bot. Rounds out. Okay, he's tracked. He fixed his tracks. He won't fix them again after this one. Damn, missed. Gotta go again. Turning the vehicle. Getting rescue bloom. Damn. Aimed ahead of him. Try and get it again. We've capped out. Nope, didn't get him. Okay, well, we got a victory. And 4 kills. And a bit of fun. Yeah, that was okay. So you can see there's no change in the Burt, so Burt is still going to be good fun. It's the shells, the ones with the new shells, which are not going to be fun anymore because the damage levels are way too low. Okay, well that's an ace tanker. I doubt many people have actually been playing the Burt on the sandbox, which is why I got the ace tanker out of that one. Let's have a look at the team scores anyway. Yeah, 676 to get an ace tanker? I don't think so, no. That's way, way, way down on what you'd normally expect to get. So, yeah, this is not a proper ace. It's obvious that very few people are playing it, and therefore the standard is very, very low. Okay, well, that's a fairly decent first game. Just goes to show the Burt's okay. Still... Let's try the Crusader 5.5 SP, and I'm using the big gun, not the small one, which is the Burt gun. because we want this to be a fair estimate of the new shells. And of course with the 4.5 inch gun you wouldn't have the new shells. I can show you that because if I load the 4.5 and put it on, oh sorry, mount, you'll see in Garage it's now switched to single shells only, whereas if I go back to this one and mount that, you can see I've got the new shells. So I will start the video up again when we load into the next game. Okay, we're loading in with the Crusader 5.5 SP. I think you can see from the team list that it's a full load of players and it's a tier 8 game. Now my opposite number is an M12. There's only one RT on the enemy team. I would have thought there would have been more people. Maybe there were early on when the testing started, but in this game it appears that we don't have that many. Now I'm going to just pop here for just park up, and I'm aiming down the road. Not going to the usual spot. I did go to that spot earlier in the season. Oh, got a piece of him. Okay, I went there earlier in the season and I got wiped out very, very quickly. So I think somebody's actually taken note of where my usual spot is. Oh, and I just saw an RT fire from here. So I know where they are. You can see the tracer coming up. Now remember this is an M12, so he's got about a 20-second loading period. Just wait for it. He's almost ready to go. We will get the tracer. He's definitely in this vicinity. I think I just saw some... Or is that me? No, that's me. Changing my aspect. Should see the tracer any second. Unless he's moving. I did hear some destruction. It could be that he's moving about. Okay, well we'll take it that counter battery is off for the moment. And instead I'm going to do some counter heavy. I might have to bug out of this position because it appears that there's an enemy on the way. Oh, got some damage on the IS-2. Okay, these guys are asking for trouble because they're not pulling back. Okay, let's give you some treatment. Choose a second round for the next shot. Rounds out. Nice big direct hit. You didn't see the tracer there. Got an E75 inbound on the other side. I may have to turn and bug out. Yep, the E75 saw me and I can't turn fast enough because I'm just too far back. And I've got damaged engine. Okay, gone. I'm surprised the M12 hasn't tried to get me yet. He might. Oh, don't. Please don't. Please don't. That's better. Okay. And they finished him off, which means now I can go back to my previous damage. We haven't got many enemy left. Actually, no, it's about even. Interesting. Okay, can I get a shot in? No. I feel like I need to change position again. Yeah, their E25's on the rise over here. Mark the spot. Okay, got a kill. Now we've got a Canonian Jagdpanzer. Oh! I just saw the RT. I think he's over here now. Okay, gonna target. Rounds out. Oh, would have got him, but for the fact he burnt to death. Somewhere over here is where the M12 is. There he is. He's over here. There he is. There's the BK. Got no shot. Oh, there he's back. Okay, I'll have you now. Rounds out. You're toast. Oh, he's moved. And I don't know how he managed to dodge that shell. Not sure what happened there. No shot. Oh, he's gone. Oh well, not really much difference on the Crusader 5.5. Little less damage, I think, normal. Didn't see the tracer for some of the shots as well. Bit odd. Should have seen the tracer. Third class tanker. Let's have a look at team scores. Low. Where's the M12? He did quite well. 1080. He fired 6 shots, got 3 direct hits and 6 splash. That's not bad. I only got 607. And let's have a look at the rest. Yes. 2 direct hits, 6 splash, 9 shots fired. Not particularly happy. Okay, let's move on and see the FV207. Okay, we're loading the FV207 Tier 8 British SPG, and we're on the defending team of Ghost Town Assault. Okay, this means I'm going to have to move about a bit more than usual. And that's not so great. But it's necessary if I'm going to be helpful. Probably have to go down over to the left, I think. So we're going south. Okay. They're more than likely going to go up into this direction. We've got a tank already in. Damn, that didn't help. I saw a tracer from one of the enemy arties at the moment. And we've got an EBR over here who's remaining. Oh, he's gone. He's on fire. Okay, we've got shots on these two. Probably not. No. No. Yes. Oh, yes. Or have we? No, but we might have on him if he keeps backing up. Oh, he stopped. Annoying. No damage for me yet. And he's gone. Load quickly, please. I need some damage. Don't want this to be a total failure. Oh, okay. Targets. Oh, been spotted. Okay. Coming out. Going in. And got hit by an FCM. But didn't get hit badly. Yeah. I spoke too soon. It was a low roll hit. They fired heat and HE at me, so I'm going to have to run the FV207 again. I didn't get any damage on the enemy whatsoever. However, I think that we might actually be able to defend this one because they're down to 7 minutes 20 seconds. They have the south flank, but they don't have the north one, and we've got the town. Okay, so I'm going to move to our guys in the town. Oh, no, 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 no. Make sure you aim for the right target. Samura. Oh! Well, we are losing some of our advantage now. Yeah, I think this is a one game. But I will run the FV207 again because I'm surprised that I got spotted that quickly. And it may have been the position I've taken actually. Just a bit too open. This Conqueror's obviously having a lot of fun. He's got 3 kills already. And I think that E75 is starting to regret this position. He's one shot away from being wiped out. The FCM's coming up behind him. And he's about to get a nice surprise in his rear. Or in his side. There he's gone. Which means there's only one left. It's the Skoda. And he's gone. And that's it. Oh, he's rubbing that one in. I think he was a bit annoyed that he didn't get it. Okay, I'm going to run this battle again because I didn't get any damage whatsoever. It was a bit of an open position, really. Oh, I did get some damage. I hit a Skoda. So that was the blind shot I did on the Skoda. Okay, let's run this again. I will start up again as soon as we're loading. Okay, this is the second battle with the FV207, and there was quite a long delay in getting into the game, so I think the people in Russia are starting to go to bed, and as a consequence we're going to find it difficult to get games from now on. It's currently 22:11 in the UK, it's 3 hours ahead in Russia, which means it's about 20 to 2, I think, if my maths are correct. Actually, no, it's slightly different, but anyway. Right, I'm going to go the other way, because I've actually got the 6-inch gun, which means it's 152mm in caliber. I'm the only RT on my team. Could have gone into the coal yard actually. I'm going to go this side. Okay. Okay, I'm going to select armor piercing for the next one. See if I can make an impression on this FV215B. Remember, this is a RT's in the familiar area. Rounds out. Remember that this is a 152mm gun, so you can imagine what a 152mm shell will do. Well, you don't need to imagine, because after all, the Grilla has a 15cm shell, so this should do about the same damage. So basically, if you get a direct hit on one of these tanks and a shell that's actually coming directly in on them, then it should do a lot. Oh, missed the chance to hit him there. But is he going to come back up on the same spot? I've got no shot there. Okay, no shot there. Might be able to get this guy if he goes into the gap, into that spot. Yep, didn't pen. Okay, so I'll load another armor piercing round, but I am going to select the more armor penetrating version of the shell for the next shot afterwards. Not get a shot on him. Should have fired there. Okay, that was a bit of a muck up. No shot there. I think I might be able to get him through the window actually. No. Oh, should have seen that. I'm going to try to get into the coal yard. I'm not sure if they've come too far forward for me to do that. If I get spotted, I was over too far forward. Damn. I got shot this side. No. No angles. I would be better off actually moving. I would have been better off if I'd stayed where I was originally. Okay, have I got shot? No. Okay, E75. He's still at the spawn point. At least I'm going to get some damage off him. And I'll select the armor piercing for the next round. Ah! And the shell goes long. Would you believe it? Yeah, we're going to win this one, but only because my teammates were much better than I was in this one. I've only got 310 hit points of damage so far. No damage whatsoever. Artie. It's my opposite number. He probably won't last very long either. I doubt if I'm going to get a shot. Well, he managed to survive by angling. But I'm not sure he's going to survive a Wizzy. Ah! Okay. Next target, Skoda. Lost sight of him. Oh, okay, we've got a leopard. Can't hit him. He's headed this way, actually. Methinks. Okay. Okay, they're only the last enemies, so this guy and the leopard. I can't see him, guys. Come on. I know he's there. Got no shot on the leopard. He's behind the building. But he is coming back. Ah, and I got him. So I got a kill. Okay, just need to spot where this T-103 is. I worked out that that leopard was going to go around the building, so I just aimed for the corner. Oh, he's moved close. He's moved very close. I've got no shot, but he's dead. Okay, the FV207, it's a lot more difficult with the changes. The armor-piercing shell's just not working whatsoever. Admittedly, I was aiming for his upper plate, but it's a 15cm shell. It should go straight through his upper plate. Especially with the penetration that they were talking about in the garage. Let's have a look at the... Okay, the second class tanker, very little damage. I was way down the table. Where's the enemy FV207? He did more damage than I did, but he didn't get a kill, but who cares? Okay, now let's have a look at the damage on those shells. So we'll click on the shells. I had damage of 395, but the pen 254. That should have gone through the E75. I was hitting the E75's upper plate, I must admit, but then it's very difficult to aim for anything other than the upper plate. Because you try to hit the turret, it's probably more heavily armoured at the front than the upper plate is. But I'm not so sure that that wouldn't penetrate the upper plate. Coming in at the angle it is, it should go straight through the upper plate, so I can't understand why it didn't pen. I'm going to have a look at Tanks GG later. In fact, actually, I could look at Tank GG now. The game is running. Okay, go to Tank GG. Full tank list. E75, there we go. Sorry. Let's have a look and do it on here. Go to the 3D model. Okay, we are coming in at that angle on an E75. Yeah, I should have gone straight through his upper plate. No trouble whatsoever. Look at that, 200mm on his upper plate. Even if it hit at an angle like that, it would still go straight through. What was the penetration again? 254. If it hit at this angle, coming in straight, it would probably say, oh, no, that's too much. But seeing as it's coming in from above, it should slice straight through. Because remember, these shells have got a high trajectory because they're travelling some distance. Even with a flatter trajectory than normal, it would still be not much more than that. And it's still pen. And it's only when you go horizontal that the armour is effectively more. So I cannot believe that that shell did not pen the E75. So I think Wargaming, you are, as the word goes, shitting us. It's a phrase I don't like using, but yes, you're kidding us. There's no way that that shell should have missed. It should have gone straight through his plate. So there you go. That's the FV207, and you can see that Wargaming is jerking us about with the penetration values of the armor piercing, and especially with that sort of damage, it should have not only gone through the upper plate, it should have wiped him out completely. Okay, we're going for the FV3805 now. I will load back into the video when the game's loading. Okay, we've got a game in the FV3805, but we're 2 players down. Not seeing a lot of bots, so yeah, it looks like it's a live game. We've got more EU players than RU players, I think, this time. Or is it? No, I can see 2 EUs. I'm the only NA player on the game. Yeah, they're probably looking at him saying, oh, he's in RT. He must be a dedicated RT player. We've got GW Tiger and GW Tiger P on the enemy team. Okay, going on. Okay, I've loaded the 6-inch gun, not the top gun. 6-inch gun's got much better fire rate, so I'm going to be able to get more shells off than with the other. No, he's trying to get away. They're both just doing... Nope, that didn't work. Too much of a snapshot there. I don't think it was fully dialed in before it worked. Okay, let's see. Over here, go to the bush. This is the bush, the turn point. If there's going to be mediums coming up, this is the route they will normally come. So, Mr. Patton, find me a target. Okay, there are targets coming up. Here we go. Okay, right. T26E5. He's got a very good gun depression. So see if I can hit these guys together. Rouse out. Oh, bad. Oh, they're all coming in at the same time together. Damn. I am not having much fun here at the moment. It's gone. Okay. Okay. Not getting much at all. In fact, I've got 67 hit points of damage only so far. Oh, he's going to go now. He is, and he knows it. He's gone. Okay, so we've only got the guys on the peninsula. And it looks like the rest of my team have cleaned up already. Got no shot down here. So it is really just these guys. So this game is going to be over fairly quickly. No, he's not going to back up. Okay, we've got a Patton over here. And this ISU. Rounds out. Okay, that's it. Well, my team was much better than me because only 67 hit points. Did not have a lot of accuracy there. So we will run this game again. See if I can get more damage on the second try. We'll just check the results to see what my fellow RT and the enemy RT did. I suspect very little, because I did very little. Well, the FE207 on my team did better than I did, 498 to him. On the enemy team, the GW Tiger P managed 171. Their GW Tiger did much, much better, 743. But you can see that so little damage. I think it was actually down to the fact that our Striv, M46 Patton and our EBR were much, much better. And of course the EBR did get a Pascucci's high caliber as well. So this guy was obviously just seal clubbing the other people. So I'll start the game again when it loads. Okay, we've got a game in the Conqueror gun carriage. I tried to get into the FV3805 again after 2 attempts and it timed out both occasions. I decided to go for the tier 10 just in case we miss out any chance to get a Conqueror gun carriage game. The sandbox is closing at 9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. That's GMT, 10 o'clock standard Central European time. So I won't get another chance to play if I don't have a go now. I might as well do the best. Oh, saw a wall going down. Yep, somebody's there. Still loading. Okay, we've got targets. T5. Standard shell first. Oh, thank you very much. Okay. Oh, lots of tanks. Lots of targets. It's a target-rich environment. One of the things that somebody mentioned this evening, which is actually probably very true, if they make these changes, there'll be virtually no bombardiers in the future. It just won't happen. Rounds out. Okay, I'm just reversing up whilst in aim mode. Yeah, you simply won't get bombardiers if that's the case, because it just won't happen. There's not enough damage off a single artillery shell to damage 2 vehicles with 1 shot. You can see the amount of damage I'm doing to these guys here. Okay, do I hit these ones? I think I do actually. Rounds out. No, okay. One of the enemy RTs has come to sight. We're sticking with the heavies. Okay, we've got an EBR inbound. Yeah, I've been spotted. Expect enemy RT shell very shortly. Hit that guy there quick. Damn, he fooled me. Come on guys, hit the EBR. He's coming back for some more. Oh, the T110E3 is AFK. And we've got nobody to guard us. Yeah, he's gone. EBR's on his way back. We've got some guys in the valley. I'm almost loaded. There's not enough splash on the... There's not enough splash to cause stun on the EBRs. So if you take away the stun and the splash radius, the Conqueror gun carriage is going to be completely helpless against EBRs. No way will we be able to defend against them. These guys have actually done a fantastic job. Looks like our own EPR's been causing a bit of mayhem. No. Okay, there is a... Sorry. He's gone. GW got him. No, E50M got him. Okay. Come on. Come on. There he is. Oh no! And damn. Where are you? Can't see him. He was actually behind me. Oh well, this one for me was a loss, but let's follow the other guys, see if they can keep it alive. Oh dear. I think he's found the K91. Don't side onto him. It'll make it easier for him. Well, CS-53 has found and killed the GW, and it's only a matter of time now before they kill the E50. I thought we had this one, but nope, we didn't. Should have realised that these two Russian players have got quite respectable scores already. There you go, he's out. Game over. What a pity. I did get some nice damage, but that was only because the enemy were grouping together. But nowhere near as much as damage as I would normally get with the Conqueror gun carriage. I'd get a lot more than that, so Okay, end of battle results. You can see the damage I did was just off those 3 tanks. The 60 TP, the E100 and the IS-4. Between them, they suffered a lot. Yeah. Look at team score. Again, looking at damage, you see I'm nowhere near the top where I'd normally be up here. And nowhere near as much as I would normally expect. Yeah, XP as well, way down, but then we did lose. Comparable with 1-9. Yeah, I think actually considering the amount of reduction in damage, I think it'd be very difficult to play this game with the amount of reduction they're doing, and it's going to persuade a lot of RT players to say, well, screw it, I'm not going to play the game anymore. The very fact that you can't stun an EBR or even wound them with a nearby splash means that RT players are going to be totally defenseless against EBRs, who will just be able to roll in, kill us at their leisure. And I think this is what Wargaming knows. They knows if you take away the splash, you take away the stun, and you reduce the damage, you make RTs vulnerable to EBRs. Previously, if we came across with the current damage we do at the moment, if you land a shell anywhere near an EBR, it'll stun him enough for your teammates to finish him off. But the amount of reduction in the splash radius and the stun and the damage means you won't get that anymore. Even if you land a shell near him, it's not going to do enough to actually slow him down, as we saw in one of the other games where I did stun an EBR, but there was just nobody there to finish him off because he killed all the other ones. So yeah, I'm afraid these changes are going to ruin RT, and ruining RT means that Wargaming is going to lose 20% of their player base, and I'm not sure they want to do that because it is going to affect a lot of people. I know that if I'm not going to get the enjoyment that I would normally get out of a game, I'm going to spend my money elsewhere. I'm not going to spend it with Wargaming. I'm going to spend it on a different game, because there's no point in playing a game where you don't get any enjoyment out of it. And that's what they're doing. They're taking the enjoyment out of the game, hoping that it will actually make the game more enjoyable for the tank players. Yeah, but you're going to lose 20% of the money that's coming in. Is it really worth losing 20% of the money Wargaming? I don't think so. I think that you know that RT players happen to be, a large number of the RT players happen to be premium players. They pay for premium time, they pay for premium tanks. If you brought in more premium RT, they will probably buy those. But if you reduce the damage with these changes, you are going to screw the game so badly, you are going to make it impossible for RT players to consider staying with the game. So I think that's my view on it, and if I do the questionnaire later in the week, I'm going to be telling you this in no uncertain terms. Any of these changes, if you implement them, if you put in the new shells, especially with the damages they've got at the moment, it's just going to make the game completely useless for RT players. They just won't bother to play, because why do you play the game if you don't enjoy it anymore? I did not enjoy my sandbox experience. As you saw, I only got aces in the tanks which obviously weren't being played by other people because there was too few players on the sandbox, or people just weren't playing those particular tiers. Certainly nobody was playing the FV304, which is why I got an ace, and I doubt if many people were playing the GW Panther, which is why I got an ace, because I got very low scores in them and still got an ace tanker. So I really do believe that these changes are going to dramatically ruin the game. I'd say that the amount of damage for the armor piercing is wrong. It should be at least 2.5 times what it actually is. An armor piercing shell, which is say 15 centimeters in caliber, should be doing at the very least 750 alpha. You've got them doing, what, 400 alpha. It's half of what they should be doing. After all, a gorilla shell would do 750. But some of these shells that we're firing are a lot more than 15 centimeter. They're 20 centimeter shells, Well, those 20 centimeter shells should be doing about the same as the FV4005 or the FV215 B, the Death Star and the Heshbon should be doing exactly the same damage as they do with armor piercing. So if you want to change and upgrade the damage on that, that would help. But as for damage scores and splash scores, well, the splash isn't enough. Splash should stay the same as it is at the moment. And if you're going to reduce anything, say reduce the stun, but the damage has to either go up to compensate, because after all, what does RT make its XP on and its credits on? Damage and stun. If you take away the stun and the damage, RTs cannot earn enough, and that's why we were all getting really bad scores when we're playing RT. We can't earn enough. Even if we're really good, we can't earn enough to be top of the table. So you are going to ruin the game for RT players, and you're going to lose RT players. You're going to hemorrhage RT players, let's put it that way. Would I leave the game? If it stays like this, if the changes are put into effect, yes, I would leave the game. I've already got another game which I want to actually get into in a big way. And if Wargaming makes changes, say goodbye to my money, because I'm not paying anything anymore. Because there's no point. I wouldn't enjoy the game because I can't do the damage I used to do. And I'm certainly not going to play tanks just because you've taken the damage away from Artie. You're saying, oh, well, just take a tank out instead. No, I'm not going to do that. I enjoy Artie. I enjoy playing Artie. And if you screw around with Artie characteristics, and remember, this nerf is bigger than any nerf that's actually happened before. I mean, at least when you changed and you put in stun in 1.18, or it wasn't 1.18, in the 0.18 client, stun actually did make up the difference for the damage that we lost every time we fired. Previously, if we fired at a tank and hit it, we would damage it very, very badly, but you cut the damage massively and then gave us stun. And of course, with stun, we needed our teammates to to attack the tank that we'd stunned in order to get back the XP and the credits that we would have got otherwise. But if you take away the damage and the stun, then we cannot earn enough to make it viable. And I know you want to get rid of RT, but if you do, you know what's going to happen. The game is going to change, and change for the worse. You'll get more stalemates. You'll get more unsatisfying games because people won't be able to push. They won't be able to have their enemy weakened temporarily on one side. If RT can't do what it used to be able to do, it won't be able to support your teammates, and you're relying then purely on the tanks to do the work. And if the tanks aren't capable of doing the work, then the game is just not going to be fun for anyone. And you'll get far more draws, and you'll get a lot of one-sided games as well, because once if the RT's got no effect anyway, and the EBRs are able to just roam at will, killing teammates, as killing the enemy as they have been doing on the sandbox. You've seen how effective the EBRs on this sandbox. They are very effective, hyper effective. You saw in one of the games, I think it was, the EBRs were just racking up the damage like nobody's business. I'm sure if you check the scores for most of the games that I've been in, you'll see that the EBRs are performing far, far better with these changes, because RT can't stun them, and that means our teammates can't kill them. I'm going to rant as much as I can about this, but I believe that if Wargaming goes ahead and makes these changes, it is going to destroy RT, it's going to destroy the game, and you're going to lose a lot of players. So, I mean, I'll go through all of the various bits one by one when I fill out the questionnaire, but I think it's a big mistake to do this. I mean, even lowering the trajectory is ridiculous as well, because you're saying I'm going to turn every RT into a French RT. So basically most of the map is just going to be unavailable to you because the buildings or the terrain will be in the way, and it's all because the shell has a lower trajectory. I'm sorry, but no, the shell doesn't have a lower trajectory. It's the same trajectory as it ever was. And if you take those characteristics off the arty, the high trajectory, the ability to hit a target hiding behind a rock, then as I say, arty is going to become ineffective, and there's going to be far more bad games. So I know it's only the tank drivers who are whining about the fact that, oh, they keep getting hit by arty, they keep getting stunned. Well, then grow up and find places where you can't get hit by arty. And if people turn around and say, well, why is arty whining? This is the biggest nerf that's ever happened to any class in the game, other than the stun one you did at 0.18 or 0.18. I don't think heavy tanks or any light tanks or any other class of vehicles has had as big a nerf as arty has every time Wargaming listens to the rants of the tankers saying, oh, arty's too much, too many arty in a game, oh, we want less arty in each game. Not realising, of course, if you reduce the number of arty in each game, then you have to have more games with arty in, simply because there's too many players playing arty. But that won't be happening if you make arty unplayable. You'll be losing 20% of your player base because people will be buggering off. They will go away and play a different game. And how do you like them apples then if you lose 20% of your income? To be honest, I think it would be a very bad move for Wargaming to implement these changes. Almost as bad as the HE changes that they're recommending at the moment. I think those HE changes are ridiculous. You would actually make the KV2 completely ineffective. It's a meme tank. It's one of the tanks which obviously everyone wants to play in World of Tanks simply because of its ability to blow up enemy tanks with one shot. Well, if you change the HE, the KV2 is no longer going to be effective. In fact, I doubt that it will be able to one-shot any tank from there on in. So yeah, I have the feeling that what you're doing, Wargaming, is you're trying to pander to the people who keep whining all the time because they don't enjoy being hit by arty. And you're trying to pander to all the people who've got the tanks like the Object 279E or the T-57 heavy tank or any of the Russian heavies, saying, oh, well, we want these HE tanks to be less effective. So effectively destroy the Type 5, wipe it out of the game. We don't need that. We certainly don't need the FV4005 or the any of the tanks that fire the high explosive squash heads. So take HE out of the game altogether and make HE tanks ineffective, which means the E100's gone as well, which means the mouse has gone effectively. A lot of the HE throwing tanks will just be incapable of taking down those tanks which actually have armor piercing shells. And why are you doing that? You're pandering to those players who play those tanks, who say, oh, well, we want our games to be more effective. We don't want to keep getting hit by HE all the time. To be honest, I really do think that Wargaming is self-destructive sometimes. They want to change the game in such a way that actually reduces the amount of income they get. We keep trying to persuade them, bring in premium arty, and you'll get more people buying premium arty than you will getting people buying the normal premium tanks you keep bringing out, because there's a load of those that you keep bringing out that people won't complete the marathon for. If they do complete the marathon, it's they'll get halfway and then they'll buy the tank, but they certainly won't consider investing too much of their time in grinding for the tank on a marathon if and they certainly won't pay for it outright, especially considering some of the tanks that they've actually been providing recently have been absolutely dreadful. I'm sure that a lot of people are regretting the amount of time they put into playing some of these marathon tanks, because the only good ones you ever brought out in the marathon were the Brask. That was about the best one. Oh, maybe the EBR 75 FL as well, because yes, that was and has turned out to be a very good tank, but unfortunately it's actually too good and too much better than the tanks of the same tier, which is why they just run around the battlefield killing everything in their path. So anyway, that's my rant for the moment. I know a lot of you who've come to watch these the sandbox test, you probably haven't got as much time on the sandbox yourselves, and I must admit for the past week I've been so busy on videos that I just didn't spend the time I should have spent on the sandbox to get a thorough appraisal. But I honestly do believe that these changes will be detrimental to the game. So Wargaming, I really do, please do not make these changes. Do not implement them, because if you do, I think you will lose a lot of customers. I really do. We've already had people at What RT Noobs saying that they're considering leaving the game, and I think that they're considering leaving the game because they're just fed up. They've already noticed a change in their RNG. They've noticed that the shells are no longer as accurate as they used to be. And I've noticed that as well, because I've seen my shells aimed at a specific point and landing nowhere near the aim point. And it can't be the fact that I was playing badly, because I was playing accurately, but the shell just did not go anywhere near the point I aimed at, and so I'm not getting as much damage as I would like to get. These silent RNG changes, yes, you keep bringing them in, changing things and making it more difficult for us. But these changes, the sandbox changes, they would make it really bad for the game. So Wargaming, please do not do it, because if you do, stand by to lose a lot of money.